How's it going today, everyone? This is KaijuFanatic, your host, bringing you a brand new figure review. Today we're looking at the MonsterArts Godzilla 1972 figure. This is a general release. Let's not waste any time, dive right in, and look at this amazing Godzilla 72. First, we're going to look at the box here quick. As I said, it's a general release with the 70th anniversary sticker. The front is very nice looking. This side, pretty plain. The back, nice looking. The top, plain. This side looks pretty nice. I like the old way, but that way's okay. And the bottom is the bottom. Starting off with the sculpt, Yuji Sakai absolutely killed the sculpt on this figure. I'm very, very impressed that they were able to make this such a great looking 72. The head sculpt is above par, definitely, and the eyes are absolutely magnificent. They're looking the right ways. They're not cross-eyed. Good job, MonsterArts. Now, can we do that for all these figures? The teeth on mine actually are painted pretty well with only one or two teeth across both heads, looking a little goofy, but you actually can't really see it unless you're looking for it. The neck doesn't have any of the suit actor eye holes poked into it, but I think that's okay as MonsterArts doesn't normally include that detail. It's also interesting to note that the silver paint doesn't start until halfway down the back of the head, which, spoiler alert, at this point of the suit is pretty accurate. The rest of the body and sculpt is a charcoal gray with green wash throughout it, which I don't really notice in the 72 movie, but for 68 and 69, it's definitely accurate, so we can just count that. I love that the thighs here have these little skin flap protectors, these sleeves, to help hide the joints when articulating, although when you're looking at it from the side at this angle, you can see right through the figure, but Burning Godzilla had that issue and other Godzillas had that issue, so it's not as bad of a deal. These dorsal plates are breathtaking. For me, although Shin Godzilla is my favorite Godzilla, when I think of Godzilla, just right off the rip, the 68 suit up until 75 are normally the first ones I think about, and this silver paint just brings it all home. Once again, like the head, the tail tip isn't painted, but that is still suit accurate, as at this point, 72, this suit was falling apart, almost destroyed, paint was coming off, the arms were falling off, which isn't replicated here, but it's still an impressive sculpt nonetheless. We actually have an accessory here. We have the bloodied head, which is pretty much exactly the same, except we have this wonderful looking bloody drip going down his face. Once again, like I said, the teeth are still painted above par, but they do have some goofiness. But this bleeding effect is very, very nice. I'm not going to lie. It is beautiful. It's movie accurate. We don't get a shoulder, but at least we got the head. This definitely was something I wasn't expecting. I expected them to be a little bit more safer for children, but the fact that this Godzilla has this bloody head is a hopeful sign that Anguirus will get it as well. Now, swapping these are very easy. You just grab the head and listen for the pop, and then you take the other head here and you pop it on until you hear that satisfying pop again, and that is it. Very easy, awesome looking. It's the same exact head sculpt, so it's not any different. Parts of me kind of wish that the eyes looked a little bit more closed, like he was in pain, but I completely understand having the eyes wide open as well. All right, so for articulation, I'm going to say this flat out to begin with. This figure is super tight, so some of these joints aren't going to work, but the mouth is on a ball joint, so it moves all around. It does connect there a little bit at the edge, so if that does happen, you just have to push it to the left and push it back around, and you are all good. I do wish the mouth could open a little bit more, but that's how it is. The head can turn wonderfully. It can't really look up. It looks up a little bit, but not enough in my opinion, and it does look down, but as I said, we have super tight joints, so I'm not able to get the full range out of the neck, nor the upper torso. My upper torso is stuck as well. So it's a good problem to have, kind of, but it's how it is. The arms can move up to almost 90 degrees, which is really, really nice. And both arms, with a little bit of finagling, because you kind of have to move the sculpt around, can go all the way up as if he's cheering on the crowd or holding up an enemy kaiju. The elbows bend impressively, especially the left one. And both ball pegs on my wrists are very, very tight. They only slightly turn, so I've got to loosen those up. This bottom waist joint also only moves a smidgen, which, is how it goes. The legs can kick very far forward. They can kick pretty far back, Not as much as some of the others, but he definitely doesn't quite need it. Thankfully, the legs can go out pretty far as well. Not as much as -1, but almost there. The knees are very, very articulated. The top joint on mine, both of mine are pretty stuck, but the bottom one gets it done. The feet can fall flat very far forward. They can ankle pivot very nice, and they can go up unlike Gigan. Now, the breathtaking articulation of this figure is this tail. This tail is crazy, crazy good. You can see that they're planning for a 71 release because the tail can go up into the flying position, as you see demonstrated here. The articulation overall on this Godzilla is absolutely incredible. A few things I'd change, but definitely not bad at all. And it has a little bonus hidden feature, just kind of like -1. This first dorsal plate here, dorsal plate can adjust so it doesn't knock into the rest. Here it is with the MonsterArts Gigan. I do really like the scale with these figures, but if I had one complaint, I think Gigan is just slightly too small. I feel like he should be a little bit larger, in my opinion. Here it is with -1. I love that -1 overall looks larger. In my mind, if all these Showa Godzillas got next to each other, -1 probably would be the tallest out of the 50s, 60s, 70s. Here it is with 66 Ultraman from the Shinko Seiho Ultraman line. I love these scalings. I love it when Ultraman is super tiny compared to Godzilla. It just works. And here is the Robot Spirits Evangelion Unit 1. Once again, I love the scale. I love that the Evas are slightly taller than Ultraman, but still slightly smaller than Godzilla. It really works. Wrapping up this review, I think this is a damn fine piece to add into your collection. The sculpt and paint are going to get a damn solid 9 out of 10 for me. Few little spots that could be changed, but not a lot of improvement can be made here. The articulation, especially on mine, are super tight, and I have to put that into consideration. It's a 9 out of 10. If this figure was fluent, I think it probably would be almost a perfect 10. There's a few joints that maybe could use a little bit more range, and my overall thoughts is this is a 10 out of 10. I'm very, very, very pleased with this figure. Very, very happy, and I'm glad I bought it. Overall, it gets a 9 out of 10. Almost perfect, but not quite there. Is it the best MonsterArts though? Probably. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment down below, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day.